Where are we going, Jay?
We're going to El Yunque. 2023. It's all about faith and having trust. Well, it's being recorded. It's great.
It's puff pastry with cream cheese. Yunque.
Yunque.
Say you can pronounce Yunque with a J, like jump,
Yunque.
or yak
Yunque.
with a Y. Yunque or Yunque. No one's gonna turn their head and look at you. Either way, Yunque, Yunque. We're gonna take you to the highest road in this township. So as far as the roads climb, we're gonna take you up. In Canovanas. We're gonna reach 2,020 feet above sea level.
Let's go, guys. Give me a tour. MTV Cribs.
Let's go.
Hey man, welcome to Puerto Rico. Check this out. Sobao. Bread with a little bit of oil. Okay. It's quite soft. Okay. Excellent stuff. Or you can have pan de agua. Water bread. Pan de agua. Like a French kind of bread, okay? A little harder. Puff pastry with cream cheese. That's this one here. This one and that one is puff pastry with cream cheese, granulated sugar on top, and honey glaze. My favorite.
These look
If you take the big one, it's a lot of fun because when you bite into it, you get a bunch of sugar on you. The little ones are easier to eat.
That's kind of like that thing in New Orleans. What's that thing?
Beignets?
You haven't had one?
Yeah,
before?
beignets.
Oh.
What do you guys think of the Puerto Rico restaurant scene? As pros.
As pros?
Yeah.
Well, it's being recorded. It's great. All right, we're gonna go swim. We're gonna watch if Jason can learn how to swim today. On this episode.
Kwang, say something.
Something.
Up in here, this is called guanábana in Puerto Rico. Guanábana, but this fruit is spoiled, too much sunlight. In English, it's called soursop. It has seeds. It has seeds. So you wouldn't eat these, but the idea is that you kind of take this, and when it's softer, it's gonna go in your mouth, and you're just gonna be eating the white stuff and spitting the seeds out.
Can we eat it too?
It's not ripe
No.
enough.
Oh,
This
you
is
just
not.
ate it.
This is not like further enough, not far enough along the way. The spikes are not sharp. When they're first growing and they're green and hard, the spikes feel a little hard. But when it's ready to eat, you can just touch them and they fall off. So it looks kind of scary fruit, but they're very soft. They just fall off to the touch. So yeah, guanábana. You might ask yourself, why is it so wet? Well, this happens to be like a flat kind of patch and it holds a lot of water, okay? So if it's
Look
a
at this, look
steeper area, the water drains down faster, but here, there's a lot of topsoil and the water stays here.
How are you guys doing? Kwang, you okay?
Yeah. I should have bought shoes with laces on it.
That green part of the palm is this. When it turns brown, then it falls off. You're gonna see snails like this one all about the place, okay? In Puerto Rico, when we had agriculture in the countryside, before there was industrialization, which hit us late, in the late 50s and 60s, many homes in the countryside, this was the material with which they thatched the roof. So to keep the water out. You take the palm bark, spread it out, and put layer upon layer of that on top of the structure.
Wow.
You needed a house, that was the roof. And if you needed shelter from hurricanes, people had like a hole in the ground, called a barraca.
This is a palm tree, right?
This is
The root of the palm tree looks interesting.
Coconut palms always have these small roots. They're very incredibly adapted to wet conditions.
Oh wow.
There's areas of El Yunque where
hollow.
what predominates are palm trees. Where there's less topsoil and the slopes are steep, you have mostly palm trees in our forest as you go up the mountain. So
Let me palm this palm tree.
This is this palm tree. Interesting. That's a good one. That's a good one. So this is a royal palm of Puerto Rico, and whenever its branches grow out, there's 3 of them. At every level, there's like 3, always 3. And interestingly, every time one of these peels, it leaves that mark. So as you go up, you'll see it looks like tiger stripes up there, and it's just every single leaf that's fallen is evidenced here on the tree.
Oh, wow.
Damn, you're out of breath already?
Yeah.
Oh, you're carrying a big backpack.
You saw what it was like moving through there. Our shoes are now dirty and wet, and they will remain like muddy. When you see a root on the ground, think of a can. When a can falls on the floor, a can of beans or something, if you step on that, you could roll an ankle. So the roots that are cylindrical, it's the same story. You got to watch your step on roots. It's okay to kind of push off of them, but if you're on top of a root or rocks, watch it.
All right.
That applies to when we're going downhill. Right now we're pretty good. But in a few minutes when we start going downhill, it's going to come into play a lot more. All right, listen, check this out. I want you to listen.
Okay.
Listen to what your ears tell you, because right here, it's very calm. Now I want you to walk this way with me. Let's go 10 or 15 steps, see what it feels like. Can you hear?
Yeah.
What's up with this?
Waterfall.
Right. So when the river's flat, the water hardly makes a sound or not as much. But when it's accidented terrain and there's drop-offs, this is what you hear. So sometimes you're driving the road, you can't hear it, but you come out and you come a little closer to the river and the watershed, and that's the sound. This is going to be the sound that prevails the rest of the experience today. Wow. There's 248 types of trees, and there's over 1,200 types of plants on the forest. So, hey, look. This tree is called Xanthoxylum martinescens. Now, I want you to follow my hand. Check this out here. You see this?
Yeah.
Can you see the thorn? Get closer.
Oh, yeah.
You see there's a thorn there? They can be pretty sharp. So
Yeah.
each one of these stubs finishes on a thorn.
Yeah.
And like this one here, you see? And this defensive mechanism. This tree was used by our natives. Its bark and the tree branches you could put in your mouth, kind of think of tobacco in your mouth.
Yeah.
But you take the bark and just kind of rub it in between your teeth because it's an analgesic. It numbs the pain of the impacted teeth. So you can put it in here to stop the pain locally. So everyone, this is Xanthoxylum martinescens, or prickly ash. Prickly ash tree, or also called toothache tree. Not to be confused with dynamite tree. A dynamite tree gets covered in the same type of thorns, but like all around it, full of thorns. And if you touch the tree and stuff, it can make you itch. Dynamite tree, because its seed pods, when they burst, they can even pierce the skin. So they're even dangerous. This is not that. You can touch them, just don't do it too hard, okay?
You guys made it.
Thank God.
You alright, Jason? Hey, what are we doing?
I'm gonna jump from up there. Well, I'm gonna see what it looks like up there first, but. Tranquilo. Hey, that's where I'm going now.
Let me go! Oh, the butt plant. Woo-hoo.
Wow, this high.
All right, so I'm going to show you the next jump, right?
Okay.
Both of you?
Yeah.
You saw what it felt like. It looks like I have to jump out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to know is you do not have to jump any harder than you jumped on the first jump here.
Okay.
It looks like, oh my God, the rocks are down there. It's deep and you're higher up. So you're actually going to fly. When you push off, you're going to go much further because you're higher. What I want you to know is I don't want you to exaggerate. I don't want you to try to jump harder than you have to. You're on the rock with your legs. You spring your knees, right? You bend your knees a little bit and you push out. And you're going to bring your left foot forward, just like that. And then the right foot comes here. in the groove between the rocks, right? You don't want to step here, here, anywhere there. It's going to be right about here. And then the heel of your foot is wedged in between the rocks, right? Then you're going to step up to here. Like this. So you have one foot is straight, one foot is bent. You're going to have to bend the other leg. And when you're in this position, then you jump. Right? Like this. Boom, and you spring out towards the waterfall.
Great, great, great.
The direction we jump is here.
Okay.
When it's the dry season and there's not as much algae and moss, I'll bring people down here and I'll tell them to jump from here. But it's slippery.
Man, so the second jump was kind of scary. I got shook there. Fuck.
How you gonna think you're gonna do on this one?
I don't know, just gotta do it, I realize. You don't gotta think.
But
You can't think. The more you think, the harder.
You gotta have faith. That's the hardest thing. That's the thing.
So I have personal experience with this happening. So you're just gonna step there and push off a bit. You're gonna drop to the water, right?
It's the same thing, right?
Same thing as the other one.
Push you forward.
Kind of it's like the first jump more, okay? And he just did the jumping stuff, so he needs to get his energy back. But whenever you're ready, you tell me.
It's like well, the energy is depleted from our body actually.
Yeah.
Like I can't grip a strong you know. I just feel like
Yeah, my legs are shaking on the second jump. Oh, how high is it?
How high is this?
Yeah.
I've never measured it, man.
Okay.
I've never measured it, but I can tell you it's a good 30 foot.
30 feet.
30, yeah, 30 foot. Good jump, good jump. You see, he didn't push off hardly, and he still just went pretty far. So, good jump. Good jump. Little crouch position, just push off.
Right here, right?
The longer you wait, the harder it's gonna get. I mean, you might not do it.
My knees are shaking right now. Maybe it's from the cold?
Yeah, water gets a little cold, definitely. But give it a little merengue, a little salsa. Move those hips around a little bit. Yep, a little bachata.
All right.
Yes. And you're gonna go 1 o'clock. You don't have to worry about where you're dropping. It's all deep. Just go forward. Oh, so well. He did so good. Woo-hoo! I have to be careful I don't fall. Hey, how was it?
How was the jump?
Yo, 2023. It's all about faith and having trust. Jumping, I've never jumped up from that high ever. And usually I overthink in situations, but today I just took it in and just jumped. Let's do it. 2023.